Hello everyone, I am Meenakshi Kaushik, a SST teacher in St. Mary's Public School. Today I will explain History Lesson 1, When, Where and How of Class 8. But before explaining this chapter, I would like to revise some important points of my previous chapters, Geography Lesson 1 and Civics Lesson 1. Now, this is the recap of Geography Lesson 1, Resource and Development. First point, everything available in our environment which can be used to satisfy our needs is known as resource. Second point, now resource can be classified on the basis of origin, on the basis of exhaustibility, on the basis of ownership and on the basis of status of development. Next, now recap of Civics Lesson 1, Constitution. The Constitution of India is the supreme law of India. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar was the father of Indian Constitution. Next point, key features of Indian Constitution. First, lengthiest constitution in the world. Second, parliamentary form of government. Third, federalism. Fourth, fundamental rights. Fifth, secularism. Sixth, sovereignty. Seventh, separation of powers. Eighth, independent judiciary. Nine, directive principles of state policy. Now come to the main chapter of History Lesson 1, When, Where and How. In this chapter we will discuss that why we study history and why it is so important to remember dates. So let's start our chapter. How important are dates? Dates are so important to know about events and happenings which were occurred in our past history. Now the question why we associate dates with history. It is because in early times the court historians used to record only the crucial events of a king's life such as his marriage, battles, etc. Here a question arises that which dates are so important. A date doesn't become important if something big happened on that day in the past, but it gains its significance on the basis of how much keen we are to study the events of a particular time. Now students, what I want to say that some other events were also happened at that time in India, but nothing was put on record. So the chronology of the lives of these British officers marks a different chapter of British history. How do we periodize? In 1817, James Mill, a Scottish economist and a great political philosopher, wrote 3 volumes of a history of British India. These were the main contents of his book. First, history divided in 3 categories. Second, all Asian societies were at lower level. Third, according to him, Hindu and Muslim rulers had ruled India. Fourth, some social evils were also prevalent in Indian society. Fifth, according to him, it was necessary to introduce European education for the upliftment of Asian peoples. According to British classification, Indian history is divided into ancient, medieval and modern period, but this categorization also has some problems. What is colonial? Colonial means when Britishers established their rule in India and took control over all the territories, revenues and resources of our country. How do we know about history? Historians depend on different sources for writing history, such as administrative records, one of the important sources of the British administration. Second point, record rooms were maintained within the office of Tehsildars, Commissioner's office and law records. Number third point, important records were also kept in archives and museums. Now students, these are the some exercise questions given here related to the chapter. Do all the questions answers in history notebook.